This segment in KTIB history pays tribute to the various sports teams we have covered. While it is impossible to mention all the good things that have happened to area teams in the last 50 years, a brief mention is better than no mention at all. On the professional level, KTIB has served as an inaugural affiliate for the New Orleans Hornets when they arrived here from Charlotte in 2002. We've covered minor league baseball and once broadcast the Houston Astros. Our college history has included affiliations with Tulane and USL, now known as ULL. But without a doubt, LSU sports has been a truly popular interest for many KTIB listeners. In 1954, LSU's basketball team was SEC champs under Coach Harry Ravenhorst. Other coaches who followed included Jay McCrary, Frank Truitt, and Press Maravich, who happened to have a very talented son named Pete, who helped LSU to the NIT Final Four in the spring of 1970. Dale Brown took over in the fall of 1972 and stayed for 25 years. His squads earned 5 SEC championships in regular or postseason action, as well as 2 Final Fours. John Brady took over as coach in 1997. LSU's baseball teams have had many noteworthy accomplishments, including conference championships in 1961 under Ray Didier and in 1975 under Jim Smith. In 1984, Skip Bertman took over the reins, and LSU would never be the same. In Bertman's tenure, which ran through 2000, LSU earned 5 national championships, 11 College World Series appearances, many SEC championships, and over 700 victories. He was succeeded in 2001 by one-time assistant coach Smoke Laval. One of the more famous moments, Warren Morris's home run, won the 1996 series. Let's listen.
Morris, who was doubled, singled, got out of the fielder's choice, scored 3 runs, and struck out. Now it'll take a base hit, an error, a wild pitch or something. The stretch by Morris in the pitch. One run is hit the right field. That's way back there. Way back there.
LSU's football team hasn't done too badly either. Noteworthy accomplishments include Paul Dietzel's 1958 National Championship team, featuring squads known as the White Team, the Gold Team, and the Chinese Bandits. That team went 11-0 and defeated Clemson 7-0 in the Sugar Bowl. A year later, one of the most famous plays occurred with Billy Cannon's Halloween night 89-yard touchdown punt return versus Ole Miss. Let's hear it one more time.
It's actually about 3rd down, about 19 yards ago. Going back in the punt formation is Jake Gibbs of Ole Miss. He stands on his own 28. He gets a pass from center. He boots it and gets another nice kick away going way downfield. Billy Cannon watches it bounce. He takes it on his own 11. He comes back upfield to the 15. Stumbles momentarily at the 20. Running hard at the 25. Gets away from 1 man to 30. Still runs at 25. Up to 30. Up to 25. For a touchdown. Listen to the cheer for Billy Cannon as he comes off the field. Great All-American.
After winning the 1961 SEC championship, Dietzel moved on, and in 1962, Charlie McClendon would serve as head coach through 1979. In those 18 years, LSU had continued success with many winning seasons and bowl game appearances, in addition to being 1970 SEC champions. Following McClendon as head coach were Jerry Stovall, Bill Arnsparger, who led LSU to the SEC championship in 1986, Mike Archer with an SEC championship in 1988, then Curly Holman, Jerry DiNardo, and Nick Saban, who helped LSU to the SEC championship of 2001 and 2003, and a possible national championship versus Oklahoma on January 4, 2004. On the local scene, Nicholls State University has provided memorable moments in football. Under head coach Bill Clements, Nicholls won its first conference championship in the old Gulf South Conference in 1975, but was not allowed to go to the playoffs because some members of the NCAA committee thought the Colonels' accomplishment was a fluke and they couldn't be that good of a program since they were new. The Colonels would appear in the postseason under Sonny Jackson in 1986 with their first ever playoff win over Appalachian State, 28-26, before losing to Georgia Southern the next week. Another appearance occurred in 1996 under Coach Darren Barbier, which was a loss at Frigid, Montana, the #1 ranked team in 1AA. Coach Darrell Day took over in 1999 and has led the Colonels in a very successful academic direction with improvement in the team's overall GPA in his tenure. Nicholls State's basketball team has its own place in sports history as well. The program started in the fall of 1958 and received long-term success starting in the fall of 1966 under head coach Don Landry. In his 13 seasons, NSU went 173 and 156. NSU would move up to Division I basketball in the fall of 1980, and in 1981, Gordon Stauffer would begin a 9-year tenure as head coach, which included a 19-7 record in their 1983-84 season. In the fall of 1990, NSU would start its most successful basketball era under head coach Ricky Broussard. Here, Nicholls State won 2 Southland Conference regular season titles, the spring of 95 and 1998. In fact, the 1994-95 season set a school record with 24 wins. In addition, Coach Broussard's teams had 2 NCAA tournament appearances, countless players on the annual first-team All-SLC list, and won a few Southland coaches to earn at least 100 career victories. In the fall of 2002, ex-LSU star Ricky Blanton took over as Colonel's head coach. NSU baseball has also made strides in history under coaches such as Ray Didier, Mike Knight, who brought NSU to its first NCAA tournament in the 89-90 season, and currently Coach B.D. Parker, a former Mike Knight assistant. NSU was also the first Louisiana-based university to have its baseball games broadcast on commercial radio on a regular basis. The Colonel's Hall of Fame showcases a list of tremendous school talent in their history, including, under football, Gary Barbaro, Richard Briard, Mark Carrier, Coach Bill Clements, Alan Danos, Marvin Dumas, Kerry Johnson, Johnny Meads, Rusty Rebo, Steve Stropolo, Art Tolliver, and Dwight Walker. In baseball, Kenny Alfred, Gene Dewey, Teddy Dewey, Raymond Ferrand, Darrell Hamilton, Robert Lawrence, Kelly Pugh, Robert Taylor, and Mike Tullier. In basketball, Patty Brubrig, Relia Davis, Phil Driscoll, Johnny Hall, Cleveland Hill, Shelby Hypolite, Richard Polk, Chuck Taylor, and Larry Wilson. In softball, Karen Allen and Laura Davis. In tennis, Juan Cabazon, Torbjorn Faust, and Coach Mickey McCann. In golf, Mike Johnson and Danny Ott. And in the two-sport category, Sonny Sharpengay in basketball and football, Raymond Didier in baseball as a coach and athletic director, Emil Joller, basketball and baseball, Don Landry, basketball coach and AD, Jerry Sanders, basketball and baseball coach, and Gene Simmons for basketball and baseball. Before we close, we want to salute the tremendous athletes at all area high schools. While we don't have time to talk about all the various championships brought to our area, it's important to note when you add up all the sports that many young men and women participate in every year, the strive and determination to do their very best speaks highly for them. While football has been our main broadcast sport on this level, we would like to say thank you to all area schools for allowing us the chance to be part of their tremendous game day atmosphere year in and year out. Special thanks to the coaches and principals as well for keeping athletics going as a positive influence on all of our future leaders.